battle log, of course now accompanied by the companion app for stats and things like that. Visually, I like the way the UI looks and I think it runs pretty smooth, but I don't think you can just brush over the fact that it's missing some key features and, well, quite simply put, it doesn't always work, especially on PC. Joining on friends can be a really frustrating experience. Sometimes they don't show up when they're clearly online, other times there's no join button, but if you use the actual Origin overlay you can join them that way instead, but that's buggy in itself. So that definitely points to some sort of UI discrepancy. I don't know if the console players are having these problems too, I imagine not, but do let me know if you are. But it's stuff like this and not being able to even see what server someone's playing on, which I think is like a really basic feature, and it's something that of course we had with Battlelog. The party system is also a little bit up and down. Joining a party is easy enough and it gives you a little notification if a game is found for you to join, but again, I find that quite often invites simply don't work, or my friends just aren't appearing in the list to invite at all. Then we've got the most annoying thing, that message that pops up when you're in a game to tell you that a party member has joined the game, and this has got me killed numerous times because you have to click it to take it away. It's just a massive pop-up box that asks you if you want to join their game and you've got to click yes or no. What's even more frustrating is that if you're in the process of deploying or standing up from a revive, anything that involves spacebar basically, you can often accidentally press it without realizing or without intending to and get moved to another server, which is very frustrating. Instead of this, a simpler solution could be just a small notification message at the top of the screen saying a friend is joining a server, press F1 to join with them or something along those lines. Having a pop-up message right in the middle of your screen, massive, that constantly interrupts whatever you're doing in game, just isn't really a great solution. Couple that with the fact that any friend can join your party, because unless I've missed it, there are no privacy options to make it friends only, and you've got a bigger issue there because it means that any friend could join your party and switch servers, causing a message to pop up. I think the actual in-game UI is pretty good, but some things in the menu, customization and party systems definitely need a tweak just to make them flow better and be a bit more intuitive, especially on PC. So moving on to a bit of gameplay now, behemoths are also a big debate when it comes to Battlefield 1, and I do think that they need some tweaks for sure, mainly the airship. The guns on the airship are just really accurate, insanely so that maybe they need to be looked at a little bit, and really annoying, in operations there's some instances where in some sections, if the attacking team starts with a behemoth, there aren't any anti-air cannons to try and take it out, or there's very few, and it just feels like on those situations, like let's say the first set of points on Ballroom Blitz, when they get that behemoth, you just have to let them take it really. I don't know whether that's the intention or not, but you can either die over and over again or just fall back and let them have those first 2 points where there's AA guns further back. It's not really very good design if you ask me. I also feel that if you're attacking on operations and you get the last set of points and fail, should you really get the behemoth for the last 2 points? It doesn't really give the defending team much chance to take it out at all. If you could argue that with 3 battalions to attack a point, do you need a behemoth on both the second and third attempt, assuming you fail? Wouldn't just the last try be a bit better and fairer? And when it comes to operations, I think some changes could be made there as well. I'd kind of like it that when you finished an operation, it would just restart the same operation again, or a box pops up and says, hey, do you want to queue for another operation now? Please select one here. Or if there was a playlist that just went and cycled through them all, that would be pretty neat, because it can be annoying if an operation ends pretty fast and then you've got to go back to the menu, load up another one, sort out the party system, and potentially wait for players to filter in and start again. And also with operations, I feel like I'm always on the defending team, and it's actually very rare that I get to attack. I don't know whether that's just the matchmaker screwing me over or whatever, but I've definitely played most of my games on defense rather than attack, and often than not, defending can be really boring, especially if you're playing against a bad, uncoordinated team. Now when it comes to the actual core gameplay, as I've said in the past, I honestly think it's really good. I have a ton of fun. I know that snipers are easy to use and scouts are, well, they're everywhere, but I feel as though in this final build, assault players and medics both have viable weapons to use and are both really good. The Hellriegel, for example, for the assault and the medic class has numerous weapons that can be good up close. Just check out the auto-loading extended. But I do still hear people saying that tanks are overpowered, but honestly I think tanks in BF1 are the most vulnerable that they've ever been. If you've got a few assault players focusing on a tank, they can take it down very easily, assuming that they're smart. I've soloed many light tanks using my rocket gun from a distance and then my anti-tank grenades from behind cover. It's really not a big problem. But when it comes to the support class, I think it definitely needs looking into. There are a few guns in there that I think are okay, but the problem is I don't have a desire to play support because the weapons on the other classes are just way more effective and also enjoyable. So there's definitely some need to tweak the support class. The support's best weapon is the mortar, and if I play support, I'm barely shooting anyone. I just deploy the mortar, fire my 5 shots, wait for it to recharge, and it's really easy to get kills that way and push towards an objective. That's obviously a big problem because the mortar is too good, it's too accurate, it recharges too quickly, and I find that most of the support class weapons are just really underwhelming. Then we get onto grenades. I find grenades to be a bit odd, honestly. Often it feels as though they're doing damage even through surfaces, and I've not even got onto gas grenades yet. I like the idea of gas grenades being in the game because gas was a massive part of World War I, and in terms of gameplay in BF1 you throw them down in an area and then it forces players to either move so you can use it for area denial or control, or if you want to get someone out of a building and then they've got to decide, hey, do I want to stay in here and put my gas mask on, or do I just want to get out of dodge, and then the person that's throwing the gas grenades can go in and take that flag or building, whatever it is. But in reality right now, gas is just thrown everywhere over levels and it gets, well, a bit too much. Players have 2 gas grenades available to them, and to be honest I think that could easily be reduced to 1, and that would make the situation much better to begin with. Also, gas seems to leak through surfaces, which I think definitely needs addressing. Say you're in a house on St. Quentin Scar at the D flag, you throw a gas grenade in the top room and you wait in the bottom room. If you stand underneath where you threw it, you can actually die from your own gas. Not ideal. Sure, it's gas, and I think, to be fair, it should permeate through windows and downstairs or maybe through wooden doors, but I don't think it should also go through solid surfaces like it currently does. There are some bugs too, of course, but you have to expect a few small bugs when it comes to a game like this. I've clicked to spawn in a plane and been left falling through the sky as a pilot with no plane in the out of bounds zone. Not ideal. Same things happen with the tanker and horse classes as well. Also, when you get revived, you sometimes get a bug where you can't shoot and your weapon starts freaking out, but it can easily be solved by just switching weapons. There are other bugs in the game, but they don't really take away from the experience enough to be critical of them. I'm sure they'll get patched up. One thing I'd really like though is to be able to change my loadouts in the main menu without being in a game, and I do think that will come at some point though. I also think auto balance needs looking at. Right now, because of the new server system, the positives are obvious. You can get into games very quickly and it's vanilla rules and it's always the same consistent experience, but auto balance plugins are now a thing of the past, so we're relying on the built-in version that DICE have implemented to do its job. And well, right now I don't think it is. Not always. I've been in games where it's been 25 players against 14 and the game just hasn't bothered to balance the teams even after an entire round, and unless people decide to take it upon themselves to actually change teams, it can be a really frustrating experience for the players on the losing team. Maybe this is something to do with the party system and the squad system trying to keep players and friends together, I'm not sure, but it just isn't working fast enough, or like I said, it's taken into account entire squads and perhaps can't find a match. I'm not sure, but regardless, it definitely needs a few tweaks and updates. Finally, private servers and kickban functionality, we need those as soon as possible. DICE please. And that's all for today guys. Let me know if you think you've had a similar experience to me, or maybe a better or worse experience. Like I said, this is based on the PC version of the game. I haven't had a chance to play it on console yet, so I don't know what the situation's like over there. As always, if you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, a thumbs down. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next one.
Was. is awful. Try it.
Oh no, that looks gross. What is that? You gotta try it. It's terrible. Very sensitive.
If you taste something bad, you want someone else to try it. That's what you do. If you want to save 15% or more on car insurance, you switch to Geico. It's what you do.
You have slain an
Hello guys, Jack here, and today we're taking a look at the sniper rifles in Battlefield 1, more specifically the sweet spots on the rifles that can kill in one shot providing you hit the enemy in the upper torso and are within a certain distance range of the target. Recently, Simthic.com released all of the stats for the weapons, and with those we can see the damage and range numbers, and they reveal some very interesting things about the scout class rifles that you can use to adjust your playstyle and become a more effective scout player. As far as I can tell, there are 11 scout class rifles in the game that can kill in one upper torso shot in the sweet spot area. These are as follows: the GeForce 98 Infantry Sniper and Marksman, the SMLE Infantry Carbine and Marksman, the Martini Henry, the M1903 Sniper and Marksman, and the Russian 1895 Infantry and Sniper. To quickly demonstrate, if you don't understand, have a look at this image from Simthic.com. This is for the GeForce 98 Marksman. At 80 meters, the 100 damage sweet spot begins, and then it ends at 120 meters. And here is an in-game demonstration of that for those that enjoy visual aid. My friend here, JackFrags1, is on a flag about 88 meters away. I then hit him in the upper torso, and you'll see that I kill him in one shot with enemy hit 100 damage at the bottom. And that's because 88 meters is in that sweet spot zone for this particular rifle, which is 80 to 120 meters. And I don't have to headshot him to kill him in one hit if he's on full health. Pretty straightforward really, but knowing and learning each scout class rifle sweet spot can really have a big effect on your killing potential in game. Of course, if you're just banging headshots left, right and centre, then maybe it doesn't matter to you so much, but obviously you want to do as much damage as you possibly can, and sometimes a headshot isn't always an option or a much harder shot to make. Before we dive in here, over time you will learn intuitively how far roughly away you are from a target if you play a lot, but if you want to know distances quickly, you can use objectives. Just look at them and it will tell you in meters how far away you are from something, and you can then use that as a reference. With that said, we're going to go through each one-shot rifle now and take a look at their sweet spots. First up is the Martini Henry, possibly the best sounding gun in the game. It's got a long reload time, but it's an excellent choice for close quarters aggressive PTFO recon play. The sweet spot range for the Martini starts at 30 meters, which is the shortest out of all of them, and it ends at 80 meters, so you've got 50 meters of sweet spot to play with there. At the moment, the Martini is probably my favourite scout rifle because it fits really well with my particular aggressive playstyle. In that sweet spot range, you're going to be one-banging people with easy torso shots, and even if you don't do the full 100 damage and you tag them for say 90, quickly switching to your pistol to finish them off is an excellent tactic. This thing is so powerful up close that I rarely even bother aiming for the head. It's just a better solution for me to go for that torso shot and roll the dice, pun intended. Next up are the SMLE Infantry Carbine and Marksman variants. They've all got the same sweet spot range, but obviously different sights and slightly different stats in recoil, spread decrease, etc. But we're not looking at that just now. So for these three SMLE variants, the sweet spot starts at 40 meters and ends at 75. Not much of a window there, is there? But the SMLE fires fast and it packs a punch. Also, you've got 10 rounds in a magazine. It's the close to medium range all around rifle in my opinion, and you can get really good with this thing if your target acquisition is on point. I find the carbine version to be my personal favourite. It's excellent at holding a defensive line at closer ranges, using that 40 meter start for the sweet spot to its best advantage, or sweeping out of some cover, popping a few bad guys off and then moving away for a reload. Even in close quarters built up areas, because of how fast you can rechamber a round, you've got so much damage potential. And of course you can get the gold Lawrence of Arabia skin for it, which is quite simply balling out of control. Moving on now to the Russian 1895 infantry and sniper variants, another very fast firing set of rifles. The 100 damage sweet spot for these two starts at 60 meters and ends at 100 meters, making this the perfect medium range scout rifle. It's got a mag size of 5 though, so if you want to play it close to medium range with this thing, don't fluff your shots. Just take your time when you break from movement and pop out a shot. It's the infantry variant of this rifle that I love the most though. I don't know whether that's the fact it looks like a cowboy gun or something about the iron sights, but I can just go on absolute tears with it. And if I position myself well, I find myself hitting that sweet spot distance and getting one hit kill body shots quite frequently. It's probably my second go-to scout rifle if I'm not feeling the slow reload of the Martini. Our penultimate scout rifle is the GeForce 98, and the one hit kill sweet spot variants are the infantry, sniper and marksman. This rifle just looks badass, and DICE have absolutely nailed the animations on it. It's just so cool to use sometimes. The sweet spot for these three variants starts at 80 meters and ends at 120. So you're starting to get into long range territory now, especially if you're using the marksman or sniper and want to nail those one hit kill upper torso shots. The marksman version is my personal favourite. I love the crosshair on it, and as far as I know, you don't get scope glint when you zoom in either, so it's a better stealthier option for long range shooting if you don't want to give your position away. I feel very mobile with the GeForce, even though it's best suited for longer ranges, and technically I shouldn't really be saying this as it's a sweet spot video, but I find it very easy to get headshots with, and that's probably because of the bullet velocity, which currently stands as the fastest in class with 880 meters a second. And if you want to utilize that one hit kill range of 80 to 120 meters, I find this rifle to be most effective when you're overlooking a flag or an objective from, let's say, an elevated position. You want to stay in that zone and pick targets off before you move on in there to capture or explode whatever it is you want to do. And finally for today, the last one hit kill sweet spot rifles in the scout class are the two variants of the M1903, the sniper and marksman. The sweet spot ranges for both of these rifles start at 100 meters and end at 150, so it's got the maximum possible one hit kill upper torso shot in the game. This makes the M1903 devastating at longer ranges, especially when you factor in the bullet velocity of 820 meters a second, not that far off the GeForce. The 1903 is the rifle you want to use at longer ranges, camping out in the mountains, overlooking objectives and shooting at Doritos from far away. That's where you'll be doing the most damage, and maybe as a counter sniper option this could be the best bet. As such, I don't really see it as a viable PTFO rifle, but if you want to look flashy and nail someone from across the map in one bullet, this one will do the job. Obviously, if you need to go for the headshot and you've got a shot, take it. As with all of the above sniper rifles, headshots will kill in one bullet no matter what the distance because of that headshot multiplier. Don't forget that. All of the sniper rifles I mentioned in this video will kill with a headshot in one hit no matter what the distance. All in all, it's obvious that each sweet spot sniper has its ideal engagement ranges, and I really like that. It kind of forces you to adopt different playstyles and pick different weapons depending on the map, game mode or your personal tactics. There's not really a be all and end all sniper in this game like there's been in previous Battlefield games. My top picks for PTFO play and one shot potential though are the Martini for very close ranges, the 1895 infantry for mid range and the GeForce marksman for long distance. But again, just my personal preference, and your experience and personal taste is the most important thing here. And that's it for today folks, thank you for watching and I hope you found this useful. A big thanks to Simtic.com as well for putting those weapon stats online. If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up, that would be amazing. If you didn't, a thumbs down, and I'll see you in the next one.
Why is it always the ugly ones?
Line it up. I actually hit him a few times. He's on a cannon, you see. Come on, train driver, give me a nice shot. Oh, come on. I hit him so many times. Dear Lord. Much more fun being the driver, I think, on this map. Well, don't use that gun. Don't use that gun on the train. It's kind of bad. They absolutely crushed us there, though. I'm going to call that one the crushioning. That's what happened there. Crushionator. But next up is Foul Fortress again, I think. And we didn't really get a chance to play that before. So it'll be interesting to give it a shot again. Oh look, James May. I didn't know James May played Battlefield 1. Should we open some dank battle packs and see what we get? What's inside the box? Oh baby, it's a gold-plated veteran soldier C96. I'll take that. Next, let's go. Come on. It's like CSGO, but not as... Oh! Camouflage shroud, I'll take it. And we got some sort of sawtooth knife puzzle piece. We are adding things to the collection. Amiens. I forgot about Amiens. This is probably one of my favourite maps in the game. This map is very good. And if any of you guys saw the video that I posted called is Battlefield 1 the best Battlefield game ever? The video I posted earlier today. You'll know that I like this map a lot. It's a cool map. Can I get the MP18 Automatico? There we go. Get the Automatico. Automatico. Where's the Howder? I want that as well. What? I only got 70. Okay, I see how it is, Dice. I see how it is. The Royal Decree. I like that. The Royal Decree. But this map really reminds me of like World War II games. I think that's why I like it so much. It's a really well designed map as well in terms of like the lanes in the map. Like if you look at the map, it's kind of hard to tell, but there's a lot of specific lanes and you can really like control how you want to play. Which is nice. I think a lot of the maps in Battlefield 4, for example, are quite chaotic because they're just so open and there's like multiple angles that you can get shot from. But this map in particular in BF1, I think it really shows that DICE have improved their map design, especially for urban base levels like this. Like this, it just looks like World War II, doesn't it? Obviously it's a village in France and there was lots of fighting in villages in France in World War II, but you know what I mean. Some of the street fights you can get in this map are incredible. Hopefully I can demonstrate and we can get some cool footage for you. Yeah, that's where the train goes, obviously. For the losing team. Yeah, my sensitivity definitely feels a bit off. I'll sort it out. I feel like I'm not tracking right. Doesn't even know where I am, does he? Shit, that's a sniper looking at me though. Oh, they bailed from it. Why do they do that? I just want to murder them all, you know? I just wanted to blow them all up, but no. Not today. Try again. What is this? Everything? Come on, Gavin, you can do it, bro. I believe in you. I don't think so, mate. I don't think so. Not today. Oh, there's a sentry thing here, look. I want it. Give it to me. You get like a nice suit of armor now and everything. Look at this. Look at this. How cool. Check out the gloves, by the way. Look at that glove. It literally is like a suit of armor. There's a different variant of this as well, where you get like 2 MP18s. And it looks incredible. Hey, what's up, man? You can kind of zoom with it now as well, but I don't think that improves your aim. I think that's just like a, you know, if you want to zoom in a little bit and focus on where you're firing, I think that's what that's for. But we'll try and get like an epic back rage with this. Make it happen, guys. Only danger is when you're playing as the elite class. You're a one-hit kill if someone bayonet charges you or gets behind you for melee.
But beauty is worth dying.
Shit. There's a tank there. I'm not going there because that tank. Nice. Is that an enemy? No, it's friendly. Hey, let me in, buddy. Probably going to get blown up by the tank. Yeah, I'm getting out of that. Fuck that. There's another tank. See, that's just a really cool moment, isn't it? Like, you know, you're just in a building and you look out of a window and then suddenly, like, there's a fucking tank. Well, you do this, and you're the guy in the window with the fucking machine gun just mowing everyone down. Away from me. Leave me alone. I'm having too much fun. Don't you dare take my fun away, you motherfucker. Someone in that building there as well, but I can't see them. I actually can't deep from here. Oh, that guy's horn is so annoying, by the way. Sorry, what? Stop screaming! It's friendly. The fog's rolled in, and you know, it could be raining now as well. Get on the flag. Nice! Please! I must have took a lot of damage there after I jumped out. Again, just another embarrassing moment on the battlefield. It's all good. Happens to the best of us, guys. Happens to the best of us. I want to go over to F. I'd like to go over to F. That would be awesome. Spawn at E. We'll make our way to F because I've not been over there yet. Oh, look!
Sentry kit is available near your location.
Thank you. We will go to F. It's almost like DICE heard me there and went, you know what? We'll give him that one and we'll respawn him right next to another sentry kit. You get that one free, Jack. Enjoy. This place is cool as well. Kobe! Kobe! Oh no! We did 5 damage. Yeah. Right, I'm gonna go in here. Check this out. Look at this place. Go away, tank. There's that clip from the trailer where the guy's running with his pistol. Do you remember? I mean, I can't do much against that tank though. So I am kind of... That's not even a player, is it? That looked too much like a player to me, that plane. I think it was just a bit of ambience in the level. With the plane in the background there. Actually sounds like you're running in a suit of armor as well, doesn't it? I think that's what's cool about it. We have taken objective Duff. Cheeky bit of suppression up there, why not? Little mortar there as well. Yeah, I still don't like... I don't properly know the maps yet. Or I don't know all the little hidey holes, you know? The guy on the light machine gun there. mean, I know I'm in a suit of armor and everything, but I don't think I could take him on. Eee! Am I healing? Yes, I am. So, they've taken the auto healing away from the heavy classes, the sentry classes, but you can still get health back if you use a health kit like this. Just running into that machine gun again. Resets as well. The second you I need that health. The second you let go of the trigger, the recoil resets. So with this thing, the longer you hold down the trigger, the more accurate it is. Get off that machine gun, you son of a bitch. Get off it. You can die as well. Overheated.
Your team has destroyed.
Overheated again. No, 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 no. Ooh. Rank 5. Dude, medic, medic. Medic. Please. Thank you. Our medic actually helped. And there's an enemy tank going over the bridge. Oh my god. I wish I could blow the bridge up right now and just drop it onto the train tracks. That'd be pretty amazing, I think. There's a cannon there, look. God, I'm tempted to go on that cannon and try and kill him. I don't think I'd manage it though.
We have taken objective apples. Lost objective butter.
Nope. Not the butter. Imagine, guys, if there was just no more butter in your life. Like, butter was just gone forever. What would you do? You don't even get a secondary weapon with this guy. Okay, here we go. Reload. It needs to reload. Come on, reload quicker. Reload quicker. Come on. Nice. I hope he didn't see me. Did he see me? Yeah, he's coming right over here, look. I'm gone. I'm gone. You can stay up there, tank. I don't want anything to do with that. Thanks, mate. Man, he wants to go. Ow. Ow.